Hey Sketchy friends, so I haven't done one of these videos for a while, but I know there's quite a lot of you out there that enjoy this style. So if you haven't seen any of my other videos recommending other urban sketches to check out, then I suggest that you do, because a lot of people really enjoy them. So you can do that by checking out this playlist, but these are my particular favorite three. If I was going to recommend three of them to watch, then do check out these ones. But again, I'll put the playlist link in the description below so you can see all of them. Secondly, over on my membership platform, Pretty Sketchy TV, we do look at all kinds of styles and techniques, including looking at how other sketchers do things. It is beginner friendly, but it's also suitable for intermediate sketchers as well. I find that playing with different styles and techniques, it can really open up your mind to a whole world of new possibilities. It's something that's really impacted my sketching the most, is exploring other styles and techniques and looking at other sketches and that kind of thing. So you never know, you may actually end up developing your own signature style as well. So you can check it out at prettysketchy.tv. I'll stick the link in the description below for you guys. So on with the video. Just an FYI, these sketches are not in any particular order of preference or anything like that. And they are by no means new urban sketches, but they're just urban sketches that I personally am particularly enjoying right now. And I hope there'll be a few names on this list that you haven't heard of before, so it'll give you some new inspiration to go and have a look at. Okay, so the first urban sketcher that I would like to mention is called Nelson, and I'm probably going to say this wrong. I'm going to have a go though. Paciencia? And I only actually just heard of Nelson, as he's going to be one of the instructors at the Urban Sketches Symposium in Buenos Aires in October this year, 2024. I think there are still tickets, so do go and check that out if you're interested. If you're like, what the hell is the Urban Sketches Symposium, then do check out this video in which I describe the first one I personally ever attended, which was last year in Auckland in New Zealand. Buenos Aires will be the 12th year of the symposium taking place. I'm really excited by Nelson's style, and I'm so excited by his style that I've actually selected his workshop to participate in. You can only select 3 out of like 20 or so options. Nelson's based in Lisbon in Portugal, and he's been an active participant in urban sketches since 2012, as far as I can tell, so a long time. And he was a correspondent for the symposium in Brazil. And he was also on the organising committee for when the symposium was held in Portugal as well. I love his style so much. I feel like he's drawing caricatures no matter whether he's drawing people or buildings. And it's just a style imbued with a huge sense of fun. It just makes me smile when I look at it. I love his people sketches with the big hands, along with his snippets of overheard conversations in speech bubbles. From what I can tell, that's what he's going to be focusing on in his workshop in Buenos Aires, which is exactly why I chose it. So I shall report back on how that goes. And you can check out Nelson's work over on Instagram. He also has an extensive blog, and I will leave the links below. This video is very kindly sponsored by Skillshare. For those of you in the Northern Hemisphere, summertime is approaching, I promise. And with some longer days, potential holidays coming up, that kind of thing, why don't you check out Skillshare's amazing catalogue of on-demand classes for some inspiration on what to learn or improve next. I have just got back from Spain, and I was really inspired by a few of my students who took a very scrapbooker approach to creating a travel sketchbook. They even had those little mini printers with them that you can connect to your phone and instantly print out photos, even with a sticker paper. So they could actually put photos into their travel sketchbook alongside their illustrations. And I just thought that was really cool. And I'm like, you know, actually on my next trip, I'd quite like to up my travel sketchbook game. And I found this course, Turning Memories into Artwork, a beginner's guide to scrapbooking. And the teacher covers things about making your own Polaroids, talks about lettering, making stickers, that kind of thing. So I think going through this course is really going to help me understand how I can add some more interest, some layers to my next travel sketchbook. And do you guys know where I'm going next? I am going to Buenos Aires in October for the Urban Sketches Symposium. So that's going to be really, really exciting. So even more reason to try and explore different skills and improve on certain areas that I think are fun. Skillshare also have learning paths. They've collected together classes for you that take you from a beginner to a professional. So it's not just art. There's things, you know, like playing guitar, building a freelance video editing career. Please let me know if you do that. I need a video editor desperately. There's everything from hobby style classes here through to actually expanding your career opportunities as well. So if you want to expand your skills or be more creative this summer, then definitely check out Skillshare. And for the first 500 people that sign up using my link below, you will get an entire month for free. And as some of us in the UK know, that could actually outlast our summertime. So do check out that link below to get your 1 month for free with Skillshare. And yeah, let's learn something new. Let's create more stuff and spend our time improving our skills. Rayam is based in Alexandria in Egypt. She's also been very active on the Urban Sketches circuit, so there's a good chance those of you that are quite involved in Urban Sketches may have heard of her before, but if not, please do take a look at her Instagram account. I'll leave the link below. Her sketches are super dramatic, and the thing that strikes me the most is the angle that she chooses to draw things at. I'm so guilty of always drawing things straight on, whereas Rayam is so much more playful with her viewpoints. So if you're a fan of loose sketching, dramatic shadows, and interesting perspectives, you must check out her work. She will also be teaching in Buenos Aires at the symposium as well. The third person I want to mention is actually a children's book illustrator, not an urban sketcher. Her name is Candy Sarah, but she does such a wonderful job of her on-location sketches, which she shares on Instagram. I just really wanted to highlight her in this video. I really love the particular sense of whimsy and fun that children's book illustrators in particular bring to the sketching the world around them. I love seeing through their eyes, and I'm thinking of illustrators such as Sarah Dyer, Sarah Van Dongen, Emma Carlisle, people like that. So checking out the work of illustrators who wouldn't necessarily label themselves as urban sketchers is actually an excellent way to broaden your horizons and just understand the vast scope of different styles of sketching that there are. Something we do look at more in depth over on Pretty Sketchy TV, so remember to go and check that out. There's a free trial and everything, so do check out the link below. But yeah, I'm really loving Candice's on-location sketches. They're super fun and loose, and I'm just obsessed. So do go and check her out over on Instagram as well. The fourth sketcher I would like to mention is Andrei Schmatnik. Some of you may already know of Andrei, but for some weird reason, I'm actually fairly new to his work. He's a class over on Etcher Studio on sketching people in urban locations. Did you guys know that I actually hosted a class at the end of last year with Etcher as well? I'll put a link to it in the description below in case you're interested, or maybe you already have a subscription but you haven't seen my class yet. I'll also put a link to Andrei's class. So Andrei's scenes are an absolute feast for the eyes. There's so much going on, so much detail, and I read a little bit about his process. And it seems he'll always sketch the scene in pen. He doesn't bother with pencil first anymore, which I just think is amazing. But he can't always get the full time he needs to paint on site as well. So a lot of the time he'll do that part later at home. I think his ability to capture chaotic scenes with such nuance is mind-blowing. He's a real way of simplifying, but not seeming to cut too much out either. And I think he brings a real sense of humour to his sketches as well, which I find really fun. It looks like he does a lot of sketching with brown ink, which I think is interesting. And now I've said that, I can actually make a bit of a stylistic link in my head with another urban sketcher I'm a big fan of, who mostly uses brown ink, which is Roisin Curie. Feel like maybe their sketching sensibility sits nicely side by side. I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. The fifth sketcher that I would like to mention is Helen Wilding. I've actually followed Helen for a while on Instagram, and it was really great to meet her completely by accident in Auckland at the Urban Sketches Symposium. Helen has a fantastic long-term drawing project, which I believe she started in 2019. where she is sketching every single building, even the ugly ones, on a particular road in Fitzroy, Melbourne. And I think it's just such a cool thing to have a big drawing project like that, something that goes on for a few years. I just love that idea of having that kind of project going on in the background. And I really like Helen's illustration style. It's really fun and graphic and colourful. She does these big vistas of the streets, and also on her travels as well. So she's got her Brunswick Street project, but she also travels a bit as well and sketches. And I just think her sketching just brings me a lot of joy. It's very whimsical. It's very clean. I love how she simplifies things. I'm just, yeah, a huge fan. So if you are not already following Helen over on Instagram, do check out her profile. But she also has a website and a shop as well, which tells you more about her drawing project. So do go and check that out. Now, this next sketcher is definitely not a new sketcher by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, I believe he's probably an OG of the urban sketching scene. His name is Joaquin Doreo. I think I'm pronouncing that right, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure a lot of you would have heard of Joaquin or definitely seen his work. His absolute superpower is creating gorgeous sketchbook spreads, a beautiful illustration, with amazing lettering, usually a little map as well. He's got a lot of design skills laying this out on the page. Joaquin's been teaching for many years all over the world. He actually has a travel sketching workshop coming up in Athens in Greece in October this year. And he's also got one planned for early 2025 that I personally have my eye on because it sounds quite amazing. So do go and check out his website. I'm not quite sure if it's confirmed yet, so I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but go and check out his website or join his newsletter to find out more. And if you simply want to devour Joaquin's work visually, he's got an incredible array of his illustrated travels available as books for purchase on Amazon. So I'll also leave a link to that in the description. But yeah, big fan of his beautifully designed sketchbook spreads. And then my final bonus pick is for Renata Lahell, and I'm pretty sure some of you will have heard of her as well. She does a lot of workshops all over the world as well. She's doing stuff with Studio 56, Brenda Murray. She's got a few travel sketching vacation workshops going on with her. Her lettering and overall design skills are what really makes her stand out for me. So I've really put her and Joaquin Doreo kind of in the same category here in terms of designing sketchbook spreads and their lettering. And she actually has worked professionally as a graphic designer for many years. So I reckon this is probably where her strong design aesthetic comes from. But she also has some videos available, her website, her Instagram, again, leads a lot of travel sketching vacations as well. So definitely, if you haven't heard of Renata before, which probably a lot of you have, then do definitely go and check her out. So I hope this has given you a good overview of the sketches that I'm just really into right now. I really enjoy doing these videos because I just love looking at other sketchers' work so much, and just standing back and just appreciating just the diversity of styles that people bring to sketching the world around them is actually quite incredible. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Do go and check out loads of my other videos where I share my favourite urban sketches, and I'm sure you will get loads of inspiration as well. I'll see you in the next video.